حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر
الله
لا إله إلا الله
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. We begin by praising Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We thank Him and praise Him for every single blessings, every single grace, every single ni'mah. And the best ni'mah in our life is knowing Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, worship Him alone, Jalla wa ala. And we seek His help, support, guidance, and seek His forgiveness. We take refuge with Allah from the evil of our selves and from the evil consequence of our evil actions. Whomsoever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guides, no one can misguide. But whomsoever Allah Jalla wa ala leaves him to go astray, no one can guide. And I testify that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone is worthy of worship, and that Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is the messenger, prophet, messenger to mankind. O Allah, have mercy on him, his family, his companions, and those who follow their path until the end of life. Ameen ya Rabbil Alamin. Amma ba'du, ye believers, the best speech is the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and the best guidance is the guidance of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And the worst thing in the religion of those matters have been newly introduced, bid'ah, innovations. And every matter is a newly in Islam, is innovations. All of these religion innovations are misguidance, and all misguidance is going to hellfire. The believers, Islam is a social religion that makes society close to each other, support each other, see each other, and spread mercy among people, peace among people. And Islam also is a rational religion that address to the mind of humanity to reflect and think, consider, ponder about the life and what after life, after death, why we are here, the purpose of the life, the big question for people. Islam responds all that. And today we're going to focus on how Islam built the society, how Islam builds the society, the community, and make it very strong community. And that focus on how to see the ma'roof and spread the ma'roof, goodness among people, among humanity, and to forbade from munkar, from evil, from badness. And that in the hadith al-Mustafa alayhi salatu wasalam, the authentic narration come through An-Nu'man ibn Bashir radiyallahu anhuma, al-Bukhari rahimahullah. This authentic narration عن النعمان ابن بشير رضي الله عنهما قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم مثل القائم على حدود الله والواقع فيها كمثل قوم استهموا على سفينة فأصاب بعضهم أعلاها وبعضهم أسفلها فكان الذين في أسفلها إذا استقوا من الماء مروا على من فوقهم فقالوا لو أنا خرقنا في نصيبنا خرقا ولم نؤذ من فوقنا فإن تركوهم وما أرادوا هلكوا جميعا وإن أخذوا على أيديهم نجوا ونجوا جميعا أو كما قال صلى الله عليه وسلم. النعمان ibn Bashir radiallahu anhuma reported that Rasul alayhi salatu wasalam said, the example of the person abiding by Allah's order and restrictions in comparison to those who violate them is like the example of those persons who draw lots, lottery, make lottery. For what? For their seats in a ship. Some of them got seats in the upper part and the others in the lower. When the latter needed water, they had to go up to bring water. People inside, people in lower part of the ship, when they want to water, they get top and to get water from the sea. So they pass on the people at top and they hurt them. So they are thinking about solution for that. But look at that. So they said, let us make a hole in our share of the ship. A hole in our ship, in our part of the ship. Imagine the mentality of the people, how they are thinking. Make a hole in the ship. Why? To get water and avoid hurting the people at the top. And get water, saving those who are above us from troubling them. So if the people in the upper part lift the others, do what they had suggested, all the people of the ship would be destroyed. But if they prevented them, both parties would be safe. أو كما قال صلى الله عليه وسلم. The hadith, the main topic in that hadith, the main idea, teach the ummah, teach the humanity, that we are all of us in one ship. So when we do something good and spread goodness and spread these righteousness deeds and good manners, good behavior, cooperation, love each other, mercy to each other, all that make the community of humanity receive the barakah, blessing from God. And peaceful community. Peaceful community. And that's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants from us. But if the people leave others to work according to what their desire, what they think, regardless of others, good or bad, or exercise badness and evil, so the destruction come to all. So here are the great responsibility for the community, individually and collectively. And the community starts with the family. The family is a small community. You, your wife, your children, and get larger, your relative, cousins, uncles, grandparents, and so on. So this is a small community. We should work under that meaning to enjoying barakah, enjoying goodness, righteousness among each other, among our member of the family, and forbade evil, and forbade munkar, badness. This is the main topic. When the community, the society exercise that meaning, that manner, that behavior, the community earn these rahmah and this mercy and this blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. ولو أن أهل القرى آمنوا واتقوا لفتحنا عليهم بركات من السماء والأرض ولكن كذب. And if the people of villages, people of humanity in general, believe and fear Almighty, the Creator, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, have taqwa, Allah opened the gates for barakah on earth. From everything. From heavens, from earth, from everything. We receive barakah, blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because of iman and taqwa. That on the level of individual and level of community. Collectively, individually. This hadith has a great meaning. Let's go deep in that hadith to earn more benefit from that hadith. Among these benefits we learn collective mental. We think together for the benefit of each other. Not to think for yourself, to benefit yourself, regardless the others. So when we think, we see here these guys, these people, think about their own benefit, and avoiding others in the ship. What can happen if that thinking goes and they implement that? All of them will be destroyed. All of them will be destroyed. So here, al-aql al-jam'i, collective mental for the community. Think together for benefit all of us. Also we learn إيجابية الفرد والجمع, the positive individually and collectively. إيجابية الفرد, to be positive in your community, to be positive and support and help. And it starts from family. And we mentioned that the family, the small community. And family beside family plus family make the community. If all the families convey and exercise and implement that meaning to be positive and avoid to be negative in the community, that means the community will be blessing community, peaceful community. And التفكير غير الواقعي, unrealistic thinking. They are thinking to solve the problem and let's make hole in the ship, in the bottom of the ship. So from the side of reality, it doesn't work. How to make hole in the ship in the middle of the sea? You're going to destroy the ship and the ship carry you and others. So the thinking of these people, they are not unrealistic thinking. So here hadith, this narration, bring to our mind when we think according to the ground, reality. Take what's in real life and avoid what's imaginative thinking that may destroy the persons and may destroy the person himself and others around him. Also, we learn from that التفكير السطحي غير مطلوب. To have, simple thinking in the matter, it doesn't work. We should think deeply in our issues. You plan for business, you plan for studying something, you plan for marriage, you plan for something, you have to think deeply. For example, in the marriage, you plan to marry, there is, processing for the marriage in Islam. You have to look at the lady, the girl, not only the girl, but her family, her religious situation, her righteousness, and go after that And before that, trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and ask Him to gift you a righteous wife. So there is processing for that. Don't see a lady, very beautiful, so I like that, I love that, but regardless on any other issue. Because after that, after marriage, you're gonna find the other or the hidden issues that you try to avoid it. The wife will be mother, and mother educate children. So according to what she has in her heart and mind and mentality, she gonna raise the children. So you choose from the beginning religious wife that has, feel from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, taqwa, and observe Allah in her actions, words, and everything, behavior, everything. You guarantee good mother for your children. But just focus on beauty or position or money or what these issues. So here we learn to have deep thinking in your matters. Anything. We just get that example for application for that issue. Believers, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to have barakah of that hadith. Ameen ya Rabb al-Alameen. أقول قولي هذا إن كان من توفيق فمن الله وحده وإن كان من خلل ونقص فمني ومن الشيطان فأستغفر الله استغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له هو يتولى الصالحين وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله الصادق الوعد الأمين. اللهم صل وسلم وزد وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وأتباعه إلى يوم الدين. اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما يا رب العالمين. أما بعد, the believers, this hadith is known as hadith as-safina, hadith as-safina, hadith of ship. Because the example here we see, it's amazing example, very genius example that Rasulullah gave it to us to make it close to our mind. This is a methodology of Quran and Sunnah. Give you from reality, from real example that you live to have, to be close to our mind and our heart to accept the idea in that hadith. So here, among the benefit we learn to avoid the rash thinking, quick thinking. عمر رضي الله عنه وأرضاه قال التؤدة في كل شيء خير إلا في أمر الآخرة. The weight thinking is good in everything. To review, think deeply, to reflect, consider in your thinking, in your plot. That's very good in everything, except in the matter of akhirah. Salah, sadaqah, kinship, good relation with others, all that stuff, relation with akhirah, and relate with akhirah, we don't need to think deeply. Salah or no salah, do salah or no, do fasting or no, do charity or no, just go. You've had that khatira, that ilham, that azima, an expression in your heart about worshiping Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Don't wait. But any other thing, your business, your marriage, your study, what you have to think and review and ask and make istikhara wa istishara, consulting and istikhara to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Also among the benefit we learn to avoid at-tafkir al-intiqai, to avoid the selective thinking. These guys in the ship, they just think about their own benefit. So they select what benefits them and don't look at for others, that hurt others. However, the consequence of that action will damage all. So here, Al-Hadith taught us to avoid selective thinking. And also, عقلية الأنا. عقلية الأنا. Mentality of ego. Mentality of self. Just, I am. I. And we learned that the first person in globe say أنا الشيطان إبليس قال أنا خير منه. The Satan said, I am better than Adam. What happened? Destroy himself, destroy his tribe, and became cursed till the end of the life and in Akhirah. So, al-ana, ego, the self should come back. And what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mandates, what Allah Jalla wa ala instructs, we should follow. And the benefit here, when the person follows the instruction of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, teaching of Quran and Sunnah, he gets the ultimate kind of benefit and blessing of this life. And we see that from our Salaf and Khalaf. Start from Sahaba radiallahu anhu. These simple people, subhanallah, very simple people in desert. But they received the barakah and the Quran and Sunnah al-Mustafa alayhi salam and exercise it. Allah let them own the earth. And when the Ummah get back from the instruction of Quran and Sunnah, we see how the situation. We are 1.9 billion. لكن بعض غثاء كغثاء السيل. No power and segmentation everywhere. You see how the Ummah is. Why? Because the Ummah get away from the instruction of Quran and Sunnah. So here we see that clear. In our ibadat, we do our ibadat collectively. Salat al-Jumu'ah, to collect together in a place with house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to have this sermon and prayer and see each other. And we see in Salah, اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. اهدنا, nun al-jam', plural pronoun. If you do Salah alone at home or business, still say اهدنا الصراط المستقيم by this article, by this pronoun. Why? Because Allah wanted to state in our hearts, we are not one, we are ummah. We speak about one ummah, one God, one book, one prophet, and one ummah. وأن هذه أمتكم أمة واحدة وأنا ربكم فاعبدون. And this is your ummah, one ummah. And I am your Lord, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala speaks. Worship. So here we learn that the community and every part of the community, every person in the community has rights toward each other. But in the same time, there is duties. So each right faced with duty. Don't ask about my rights, my benefit, and what's your duty? Where is your duties? Where are your duties? Toward the community, to the society, toward the family, toward the country, toward the duties. So we learn that from that amazing narration, hadith, Mustafa alayhi salatu wasalam, to care about duties like you care about the benefit and the rights. Believers, the time is over, and inshallah we're going to continue with that hadith after Maghrib, inshallah. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to guide us, Ameen Ya Rabb al-Alameen, and forgive us, Ameen Ya Arham al-Rahimin. اللهم نور قلوبنا بأنوار معرفتك ومحبتك وخشيتك وذكرك يا رب العالمين. اللهم إنا نسألك رضاك والجنة ونعوذ بك من سخطك والنار يا عزيز يا غفار. اللهم خذ بنواصينا إليك أخذ الكرام عليك يا أكرم الأكرمين يا رب العالمين. اللهم تب علينا توبة ترضيك وترضى بها عنا يا أكرم الأكرمين يا رب العالمين. اللهم اهدنا إلى صراطك المستقيم. اللهم اهدنا إلى صراطك المستقيم. اللهم اهدنا إلى صراطك المستقيم يا رب العالمين، وأدم علينا نعمة الهداية يا رب العالمين، حتى نلقاك مؤمنين مسلمين موحدين يا أكرم الأكرمين. اللهم أحسن خلاصنا وأحسن ختامنا يا أكرم الأكرمين. اللهم اجعل خير أيامنا يوم أن نلقاك، وخير أعمالنا خواتيمها يا أكرم الأكرمين يا رب العالمين. اللهم اشفنا واشف مرضانا وجميع مرضى المسلمين. اللهم اشفنا واشف مرضانا وجميع مرضى المسلمين، وارحم موتانا وجميع موتى المسلمين. اللهم ارحم موتانا وجميع موتى المسلمين، وارحمنا إذا ما صرنا إليهم يا رب العالمين. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون، وسلام على المرسلين، والحمد لله رب العالمين. وأقم الصلاة.
الله أكبر.